No stranger to waterfalls, but just like scrubs, I don't go chasing them.
Nice. That was pretty good. Shall we get into the second map then? Ladies and gents, this is ViCi's map pick. They'll start on the T side here on Inferno. They've got a CZ as well. You don't see that too often as they will try and push ViCi back. That's some more work. You try to pick towards second middle to get some information. Kaze with the CZ. They got two smokes as well and nothing actually presenting itself right now. Slow default. Joking will have the Glock at the very front. CTs have banana control. Tux has got himself at the barrels. Does allow his teammate to fall back, but maybe not so much on a pistol round.
Blitz. Oh! Advent just gone. Bomb was in his hands. He'll have to take a slight step backwards to go grab that, which Alman elects to do. He'll get spotted by Texta. He might actually just elect to go all the way back around to Banana. Little do they know that Offnu's waiting, and they're getting closer, giving him a larger target. Although he becomes one as well by staying out. Could have fallen off that. Could have got to the corner at least. And the wrap through CT is successful. That means B site's wide open.
Absolutely is. Doesn't have much chance if achieves ViCi. Have got himself in a great position, but there's Texta. At least giving them an opening here. That's towards B, but he's smoked off. Really not ideal. Hoping for a bit of a miracle here. ViCi will be in towards spawn. Looks like this one might be out of their reach because they've got no kits here. Still the smoke being a nuisance. ViCi getting closer and closer. These are the two stars. We'll see what can be done here. Texta taking down that CZ a little bit too hot to handle as it gets 3 kills in the round. Wow, impressive stuff there. That all falls apart very quickly there for Chiefs after getting the initial kill. Maybe overcommitting to certain situations, especially that barrel spot. As soon as you don't get the quick 1 kill, you really should knife out and fall back and try and get a crossfire set up.
Yeah, that was catastrophic. Not to mention the crossfire was busy and left alone to fight off CT. So yes, Blitz had a great shot, but that's really all they had for them in the round.
Force spy though on the CT side. Want to make sure you have those smokes available to you. Treat it like a gun round. They nade towards T steps. Minimal damage inflicted. 3 players though. Offnu, same position again. Ambitious at that range, but no damage done unfortunately for him. Blitz will try and get some scout damage off here, but not quite connecting. He'll fall back.
Still swings around toward the apartments. Crossfire set up this time. Still they want to push. Smoke down. The inside of that's Offnu, but over toward B. It's actually, toward A. It's going to work out for ViCi. Gets the kill on the 5-7. Gives him an SMG now. Mac 10, mind you, and he's only got 6 HP. And the interesting thing is that ViCi go back to it. They're not fooled. They're not intimidated to try and push B off of a single kill. They go back and punish ViCi that they know is weak, and now they just have to contend with the scout. Tag on a Joking, but kill done, and an additional smoke out toward the library that'll buy them more time.
Yeah, you can take the scout tag. If you survive, get your 3rd kill, that's absolutely fine. Offnu and Tux. Scout, PT50. Probably not worth going for this now. They got the smoke and they can drop one of those upgraded pistols, maybe not anymore. As Tux will go down there, and it's just Offnu who's trying to save the little he has. The Scout CZ smoke, it's got Kevlar as well, so it's a nice little package. They will be full eco next round, however, so this is pretty much the 3-0 locked in for ViCi on the T side of their map pick. Looking very good in that department. We'll see if Offnu can stay alive here. Not looking too good. He's sort of survived another 10 seconds or so. They know exactly where he is, and they'll be coming for him as well. They want to take him down here. Advent knows he can probably find him with the pistol. Oh, goes to the Mac 10 instead, and it will be the final kill found. 2-0. As I mentioned, should be the full eco here. Shocking with 197 ADR after a couple of rounds. Lots of kills for him. So, win taken out of the Chiefs' sails here. See whether they can do anything with this full eco. Maybe some HE grenades map. Push down middle. We saw a few teams yesterday rushing middle of the USPs and actually looking pretty dangerous. So maybe we'll see some of that.
Molotov's already out. Aggressively stacked though. On the A side, Blitz will push it. Alman. Molotov down. No one's there, but look at the crossfire. Oh, he's done. He's got to be. ViCi standing at the door. Easy kill. He'll pick up the Mac 10 again this time, but everyone's going toward B. Yeah. Stack over there, no problem.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's exactly what the Mac 10's for in that round. It's on a scouting mission, right? If you go down, you give a Mac 10 away. Pretty useless against armored opposition. And if you get at least 1 kill, you get $600, and they've won the round off it. So no problem there at all from Orman. He doesn't want the Mac 10 next round anyway. And you don't really want the MP5 either. We saw it have a few horrible moments yesterday. another weapon that's not really that useful in the gun rounds. You really want to get the MP9 out, and that has a lot higher fire rate and cost less, and it seems to be a lot more effective generally. So we'll see Blitz and Offnu trying to stay alive here. Don't necessarily have to rush these kills with MP5 and UMP. Could certainly get stuck in if they really wanted to. Even if they die, they get an AK next instead.
Freeman into another bit of a grinder, a blender, a setup crossfire that'll grab a UMP. Does he spot the feet? Doesn't in the underpass position. Either way, it's ViCi up 3-0 T side, so great start. But now the missed it. I think he might have been caught there. Does he still have the weapon?
He doesn't have the UMP.
He does not, so they got the kill against him, and there's 3 guns carried over because I think I still saw the MP5 just get thrown out of a hand. So they do lose it in the end. Okay, fair enough. They're going to buy anyway, so they do that. In fact, they go to the AUGs. They're sticking to the AUG meta, even though it's more expensive now, so keep that in mind. It could punish them. But they lose that little UMP that might have been brought across if you could get a bonus out of it.
It's a viable weapon on Inferno for sure. But either way, they get the AUGs out. They've got a kit. They've got most of their utility. 3 players towards B at the start, but Orman's looking to challenge that. He flashes over, smokes in response as well. But they actually have all 5 players heading towards middle. They want to continue with a fast-paced gameplay here. Orman on the MP5. They're going through now. Texter spots a few. A little bit of damage done, trying to hold them off and funnel them towards the arch.
Orman. That MP5 still to work with, but Austin's got Kaze down, and Texter's in the sight blinded, but he's got protection. He can get in behind the half wall. No one will eventually get to him. It seemed inevitable, but he might be able to find one more with that angle. Freeman back through the apartments, working back down for the balcony to get the pit, has found the kill on the CTs, and often remains above, which is interesting that they've gotten so close to each other, but yet the position is controlled down below with the bomb ticking. And Offnu, he punishes Freeman. 2 players coming in, one from quad and one from above. It was overwhelming, and Offnu's going to double that up as well. Find the bomb.
Yeah, they're making sure they get everything they need. I'll be interested to see the upgrade from the AUGs to the AK. That's quite an interesting debate these days. It was 1 AK, 1 AUG, so haven't really found that much information, to be honest, but either is fine, it seems. We'll see Offnu pick it up. Tux recovers the AWP as well. And we'll get into the next round. Offnu, great work here. Teammates take the aggro from the bomb site. He jumps down, gets both the kills. Looking very sharp indeed. First round on the board for Chiefs there. Orp comes out for Blitz for the first time, and indeed for Kaze. So this is where the gun rounds really begin. The SMG nonsense is finished, and we get into the raw gun rounds now. So ViCi looking like a very default round here. Molotov at the very top of B, but a deep smoke as well from Chiefs. They're looking for that B control. Answering back, they might just flash through this and see what can be done. ViCi had 3 players at the bottom. Need to be careful of the HEs flying through the smokes. Offnu, though, takes the first bit of damage. He's at the very front. 44 HP, and still he wants to fight here.
Offnu, though. Oh, no. Sneaking through the smoke. They both turned like droids toward him after missing the shots. And he just gets actually punished. ViCi, the same thing. Fired in speculative. Saw the back, I think, of one of the 2. Couldn't connect. Joking punishes him. Now it's a big problem for Chiefs.
Absolutely.
Because they are in a reset territory. Sure, there's only 3 rounds. It doesn't work the same way, but 3 rounds early on, you don't have much built up either, and this is where it all falls apart for them. 2 players left alive, and they're still quite spread out over the map. Bomb's going to go back because they've cleared A, which is the right call. You don't want to go in a 3-on-2 situation when you've got an open bomb site, but they could still hunt on this, and that's what they're going to do. 2 players to hold Banana at the very least, because they know if they get these guns down, they won't have any.
Yeah, absolutely right. ViCi. Incredibly strong stuff there. Mid control coming through, no problem at all. They get the initial kill. Back towards apartments they go. ViCi was trying to push forward and claim a kill back if he could. Wasn't meant to be, and now it's a 5 versus 2. Round's already over. Chiefs will just be holding onto their weapons. I don't think they'll be saving either of these. Tux will bring 1 kill back. Blitz with the AWP. It's actually not looking too bad in terms of their general setup. The AWP makes things a lot stronger. Freeman and his teammate Kaze waiting with the AWP, but they can't really push much further, so it looks like Chiefs have done enough, at least to stay alive here. Tux and Blitz will save the weapons. They've got a couple of flashbangs, a defuse kit. We'll see how much they have to work with here. Around 3K per player, often who can buy for himself. They're not going to take the full investment, though, however. I don't think that's the right call. They've got an AWP and an AUG there. You can get another rifle and 2 SMGs. I think, considering the scoreline, that would be the more appropriate call, considering you've got those 2 weapons up, but each their own. Off-Nu didn't even get much more than a P250. He's got 4K in the bank. Could have got at least a bit of utility. A smoke, perhaps, would have been something. Let's see what they can do. If they do somehow win this round, it'll be a very cost-effective one. That's the one rifle removed.
Oh, Almond's going to get this.
Tied him.
Yeah, Blitz is done for. Nothing he could have done. He actually got Kaze ahead of time, though. So Kaze gave himself up inside of the bottom mid before the kill came through. Still, though, they've got the advantage on the ViCi side, 4-1. ViCi and Texta. Zusi's only got the P. Take it back. He's picked up an op. Is that worth saving? Is it worth going for? Unfortunately, Texta's already committed at that point in time. Now Zusi makes the call to save. He has no choice but to do so. And Almond's going to go hunting once more. Because there's not a lot of money still for Chiefs. It'll only be... There'll be enough to buy, but it'll only be 1,900. I think it's 2 in a row now. In the bonus on top of the 24. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you. I assume DJ, or I'm not sure, but perhaps... he does the yes. It's DJ. So yeah, they'll have enough. Ops certainly makes that a very real possibility.
Absolutely does. They've got plenty of cash now. 5-1 down. Could still bring it back to a 10-5 lead, but I don't think that's going to happen necessarily. ViCi will be up against the paws of Chiefs here just to slow things right down here. Chiefs might be able to bring out a double AWP setup if they really want to. Didn't see them really run that on Dust 2. I will see it here, to be honest. All powerful blitz. Orgs are out. Haven't really sunk their teeth into this one yet. Starting to get a bit problematic on the CT side of Inferno. 5-1 down is a scary prospect. Both teams now ready for the next round. We've got the Org in the hands of Orman as well on the T side. Kaze still with the AWP. They've got plenty of money in reserve as well. Almost 9K on Orman after the reinvestment. So is there going to be a change of setup here from Chiefs? Maybe move the AWP towards B for a couple of rounds? We'll have a look. The AWP's heading towards the A-bomb side for now, either quad or the apartments. And she does position himself in towards the end of the apps there. Good adjustment.
Yep. Off inside the apartments. They've lost that fight too many times. Swap it around immediately.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from CT AWPers on this map. You want to be B, middle, quad, second middle occasionally, just to keep things a little bit more troublesome for the Ts. Make sure they are using their utility. And if you get nice opening picks like that, very frustrating. They're trying to reclaim territory now. Zusi with the smoke at the end, looking to see if there's any sort of gap he can use. Freeman on the other side, however. Bit of a stalemate.
Zusi takes out Freeman. It's a good find for them, because that doubles up the position at the apartments. And it was Zusi previously struggling in that position, aside from 2 rounds with pistols that were ultimately inconsequential. But now they've got the advantage. They know this has to be on B. Still, though, no massive rotation back in that direction. Will be CT eventually, but both players in the site down, and Almond catches out Blitz, who was the man that went that direction. Even when they had the advantage, Almond rips it apart. 3 in total, Texta the last to fall, and it's just Zusi who's now bailing back through Library.
Even with the opening pick, there are 5 on 4. It's a convincing finish for ViCi. Orman in towards that Ruins position. He's had some great moments with the Org so far. This one was no different. Manages to get himself a nice clean 3-piece there. And Kaze with the opening kill, the AWP as well. It's going to be bomb down in B. Round confirmed. At this point, Chiefs will be 6-1 down. Really can't get going here on Inferno whatsoever. 1 round to their name, and money still all over the place. They will presumably have another buy available to them with this rifle saved, and 3K on Blitz already. So cash there, but Texta and Tux, they'll be bit out of depth, so we'll see what happens. That's the opening pick from Blitz. And they got the second as well for Zusi, but then this is the moment it all went wrong. Orman in towards Ruins, they had no idea. He challenges for the third as well, perfectly positioned. Texas didn't stand a chance. At this stage, do we have any sort of pause? So they need to discuss their options. A scout comes out for Blitz. They saved that AUG as well. Deagle for Texter. It's going to take one hell of a comeback here. So they do not fully invest into the round. Another conservative approach here from the Chiefs.
Kaze just waiting it out. Texter holds topside mid. They've got a crossfire set again with the arch position. That's Blitz on the scout. Scout Deagle combo, though. Body shot bang. If it works, but Blitz is already having second thoughts. He's gone around to the site instead. He'll join his teammate, but watch behind. Good time to look at it from that perspective because 3 players jumping out. They're limited. They're locked. And they're going to get pinched as well. Oh, good shot from Blitz through the smoke. But he is going to be... Oh! Wow. Desperate for more. What a find on Freeman.
That's insane. He's actually got an AUG now as well. He's given them a lifeline in this round, Matt. I'm not sure it's going to be enough of the bomb being planted. Still a lot of work to do here. Oh, Kaze. God's here, Molotov there. That might win the round by itself. It's going to cost Blitz a lot of time here, but ViCi does bring one back as well. He saved the AUG from the previous round as well. 4 versus 2. They have got a kit available as well. Flashbang is fantastic. Shocking will go down to the Incendiary at the end, and Advent left in the 3 versus 1. Has to delay them for a few more seconds here. He won't be able to get the kill, and Chiefs will wait for ViCi to defuse the bomb. Where is it? There we go. No problem at all. The defuse is coming in cleanly, and it will be 6-2 now. Chiefs managed to pull a round back on a partial buy. Lost a few anti-eco rounds in the first map, and now dishing it out on the second. It's all down to Blitz with that scout there. The second shot was just wonderful. Freeman didn't see it coming. Clotheslined on the A side.
6-2. ViCi certainly stretching back into this series. It was close on Dust. Chiefs looked like they had the run of it, came back. This series might come back the other way, though, if that suggested anything. If the fact that their map choice slipped away, barely was closed, and now we're getting a very one-sided T-start for ViCi.
Well, they said they were panicking a little bit on Dust too, and the way they're operating right now in Inferno suggests they're not. They're quite calm. They're willing to take ecos when they're down 6-1, for example, and not keep reinvesting. So it suggests that they're comfortable in their game plan, and they've had a few rough rounds. They can still come back and win the half, and Inferno's not as CT biased as you might think. An 8-7 scoreline is pretty common these days, so they could bring this right back.
Peak. Fully blind, though, Offnu was. It was quick to take him down. Blitz, though, recovers. The fact that they put 3 players here, and they almost baited them back in, okay, he did hit it. You point that out. So if he hit it and killed him, it would have been different. But I don't know that he needed to re-peak that, having already gone a 2-1 trade. They had the option to fall off of it. Meanwhile, Joking has gone very aggressive toward the arch side. He'll punish Texta for it. ViCi's forced from hiding behind the wall, but quick shot to Library. He sells the fact that he's in the open, but goes back and is ready for the counter peek. Finds 2 on it, bomb included, and he may have saved this round for them, but Joking still not done.
On your head, son. HE grenade brings it down to the 1 versus 1. Tux with some grey moments and Dust too. Can he replicate it? It's going to come down to this duel right here. He manages to nail it. It's going to be 6-3. Chaotic round there, but I have to say that pit play was absolutely brilliant. ViCi saving the day. You can see he had players all around him towards Library, Quad apartments. Managed to get 2 very important kills. Took the nade to the face from Joking and brought it back to the 1 versus 1. But they win the round. Very important one at that. This was a great moment here. Nice 2 kills. Took down the AWPer. Took a grenade to the face, but Tux manages to win the round. Secure everything. Get them their 3rd. Money still there. Finally starting to be whittled down, though, by Chiefs. UMP for Advent. No AWP this time. They have their utility, but no sniper either. Fighting for the control once more towards the banana side of the map. ViCi wants to go a bit further with this one, but he has been smoked out. Could boost over, but that's almost a death sentence if you have no idea what's on the other side.
Certainly is ViCi on the other side, but only for a moment. He catches them out, pushing through, but Advent gets one back in the UMP. Watch, Joking inside of middle because there's going to be a peek there, surely. Oh, it's through Boiler that Texta goes. I thought he wanted to look down for information. He'll still spot 1. Still can use that to his advantage. Tough little battle. That wall's not as fragile as you might think, and Joking punishes him for the damage that he took to make it 3-on-2 for ViCi. Maintaining the lead here would be significant. More so, keeps their money relevant because that positive reset that we talk about, that's kind of in effect right now.
All to play for here. Oh, Blitz, what have you done? USP out towards middle. He was the only A player as well. He seemed certain they were going towards the B site. He's thrown away his weapon and potentially the round as well. Must have got a bad call, as he had no idea they were coming back. He did a pretty decent job of taking Advent to 33 with just that USP, but I'd say that's another one of those mistakes we saw on Dust 2. There's plenty of them. Bit of panic, miscommunication. This is a relatively new team as well. Still trying to find their footing. Haven't got a ton of LAN experience. Difficult to bring the form and smoothness of practice play online to a big game like this, especially in the lower bracket. A lot on the line, everyone's watching. And now it's 2 versus 1. The round is guaranteed for ViCi. They're going to go up 7-3 here. Offnu trying to save the AUG. He's got an incendiary and a flashbang. The money will be okay for Chiefs. Won't be ideal. You see Texter 3,400. Offnu can drop him, so they will have a buy, but it's going to have its compromises. AWP will come out as well. Advent fighting with the UMP. That was the key round as well. Chiefs win that, they break them down to an eco. Couldn't hold off, and it's that push towards second middle by the AWP that is really costing the round there. I'm not sure, a bit of information he got that justified it, but 3 Ts waiting for him as he made his way out of Romeo. We're going to the next round now. They have bought into it. Like I said, won't be perfect. There's a FAMAS out. Not too bad. Missing a bit of utility for Blitz, but overall, they can win this round.
Advent is being rather passive toward Banana. He'll start to, well, I was going to say he'll start to take it down, but the smoke came down and the flash in front of it meant that he couldn't really comfortably push past it. If there was a peek at all, he would have been destroyed. Would have no chance to fight back. Texta, speaking of fighting back, was in a good position to actually hold off any invasions toward the arch, or excuse me, the quad side, but elects to fall off. They're going to play very passively. And bringing Offnu outside of the library. Hold for Moto. He needs to play off the information from Tux, which he'll now do. Smoke down. No one's going to rotate yet, but the counter peek lineup gets 2. Don't have to rotate to library now. You can continue to hold arch to make sure they don't push CT, and that's exactly what he elects to do. In fact, he goes back in after Offnu falls. Great setup from Chiefs, and it yields them 4 from 2 players.
Oh, might not be done just yet, but ViCi does confirm things there. Great stuff from Tux. Nice setup towards arch. They had a good understanding of the situation there towards the arch side. Wrap ViCi approach. They drop their smokes, remove the threat of the arch, but that's fine. He was using the sound cues and waiting for his opportunity to strike. Nice lineup from the bomb site towards the arch side from Offnu here. He gets 2, takes all the aggro away, then they're really focused on him. Tux waits for his moment where they are trying to try and commit to that frag, and that's when he pushes through, nails it with 2 kills of the FAMAS. 7-4. Back and forth affair. Now the money really is desperate on the ViCi side. A chance for Chiefs to bring this game right back. Double nade towards second middle. Connects pretty well towards Orman. 66 HP, but he'll still live the fight on.
Very, very slow, shall we say, from ViCi. Perhaps discussing into the next round even as they just wait and see if there'll be a push, a mistake from Chiefs. The single AK, the MAC-10.
Oh, he's in trouble here.
Might be. They've got something. Is it hook, line, and sinker, though? Because they've got, Offnu there as well. I was going to say, they've got some backup blitz now with the off. He's going to be sweating because Pistol's running you down. You don't have time to fight all of them. And they've got the site open. Wow, OK's joking with a Tech 9. That's what they wanted. They sat and waited, and as soon as they saw one, it was charged.
Yep.
Bolt after red, and site done. That's impressive.
Yeah, you could see how overwhelming that was. His teammates, the teammate of Blitz, I should say, had to at least get 1 kill for him. The fact that the AWP stuck behind new boxes, that's a 1 frag position. He gets the 1 frag, and then Tech 9's all over the place. No backup, and it all falls apart. 1 AK, Tech 9s, and CZs. They win it, and they keep 4 players alive as well. It's disastrous for Chiefs. Not really playing off each other that much. They get decent B control. They leave the AWP there, and it seems like they just don't really have the setup in place to handle an explosion, which is quite standard if you're up against the pistols, and you have taken B control. They can flash through and try and take down that AWP. Had to try and get a couple of kills before they made their way towards the side. Didn't happen for them. The replays now. Freeman making his way through. Lovely stuff to get Offnu down. He was trying to set his teammate up. Tech 9. Rare cameo from that weapon. And it's going to be The one AUG at M4. No force buy here. A couple of pistols to go with them.
So Freeman gets past the barrels at least with the AK. He can hold. They know they've cleared out Banana at this point with the Molotov behind bags. They are still anchoring as well with Alman over toward top side of alt mid, but the apartments. They're all going to go back. So they pushed all the CTs, but they don't even leave one T player there. They forced a rotation, and rather than just make sure that they don't retake that and get the information, they just want to execute. They're going to go on this. This is going to be pretty quick. I'm going to give you another 20 seconds, and they're on. Smoke already down as well to the arch side. That locks Texta. And it's that's a tough call to go that many inside of apartments. It is a lineup, but Blitz with only the pistol's not going to be able to really swing on that and do much. Might get one. There's only one there. Got the tank. Freeman gets the kill. Texta tries to do something of that. He'll get in position with the M4. Rotation's coming back. 3 players sold on it. They've pretty much got the lock on Texta. He's going to have to be incredible. He's the young man, they say, that's been owning the Australian region for a while, but I think that time he was just slightly outnumbered.
Absolutely. Decent dink at the start of the round, but ViCi looking way too comfortable on their map pick. This is looking like he'll be going to the third, which is Nuke, which we haven't seen too much of so far, so interesting.
Never really do we? Until the best of 3s. Not a best of 1 map.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the map Chiefs knocked North out of last time, the game we referenced earlier. So maybe they have that up their sleeve. Obviously a very different time now, but a few of these players remained. We'll see if Off can get anything done here. Nice shot at the Deagle. Freeman responds, though, denies the rifle for the next round. It's going to be 9-4 on the T side here for ViCi. Tux and ZuSi trying to stay alive. Tux with nothing to save. ZuSi with the AUG. Got a couple of flashes of Diffuse Kit as well. They've got reasonable money for the next round. Desperately need the 9-6 scoreline. We've seen plenty of games like this look really, really poor at the start for the CTs. They can bring it right back. You get a pistol victory in the second half. Still got a game in your hands. They do need at least 5 rounds, I would say, on the CT side, though. As they take another timeout here. ViCi playing without a coach. Chiefs certainly are. Timeout now. Get 30 seconds to discuss their options. Money, it's okay. They've got about 5k per player. That'd be a glass cannon if they want to bring out an orb. Which is a bit problematic on Inferno. It's a map that's all about the utility, flushing players out of the Molotovs, the HEs. If you go glass cannon, you could find yourself in a spot of bother. Blitz has gone for it.
Well, I suppose this late in the half, and they've only got 4 rounds so far on the CT side.
Yeah, no one really getting a massive amount of frags on their side either. Blitz trying to step up now. If he can get an opening pick, that's great. But like we said, if he goes for choke points like B, vulnerable to grenades. Apartments, that was successful for him before. We'll see where he's heading.
Smoke top of the mid. Kaze already fires into that. Both sides of it, standard positions. Could do the boost walk through it. Give him an angle toward the arch, but no one's really waiting for it. And it is a bit risky. Smoke's gone anyway, so just go straight attack. Oh man, nearly got caught with the nade up. Gets his gun back in time for 2. Joking got 2, making 3 of his own as he got ZuSi walking back in as well. It's not bad. 3 very different angles and distances of his kills, and Alman already inside library catches off Often, who had no idea they were that far in.
Alman's been such a menace with that AUG, but Jogging steals the show with that 3-piece on the A site. Very great stuff. He was coming out of the apartments as well, completely lights them up, and it's going to be Tux. That round looked like it was going to be there. Texta almost did enough. Not quite, I'm afraid. Tux will have to hold on to this M4. Another round slips away. VT looking very strong here on the T side of Inferno. They will keep 3 players up. Kazi's still got the AWP. Only 1 more round to go after this. Money not an issue for them, but it certainly is for Chiefs. Tux will just hold on to his M4. Hopefully be able to drop next round. There's going to be a 4th stage loss bonus here, so it's $2,900 per player. Tux can drop a FAMAS, or maybe go for the UMP or something like that. He does buy the FAMAS, gives it over. Blitz will have the AWP once more. Like we said, 5 rounds, I would say, is required. So this one has to go in their favor.
Well, pressure on then. Blitz still has that AWP. In the similar situation, it's a bot Glass cannon, no utility. Advent waiting down below will have the standard smoke deployed. Massive gap on the left of that one.
I've seen that gap a few times, and this
Oh.
is even more troublesome. Orman with the 3K. He rushes apartments. How does he keep doing this with the AUG on the T side, no less?
And who threw that flash from bottom of alt mid?
Yeah.
That wrecked the two in the hallway?
Yep. That was insane.
That's amazing.
That's going to be 11-4 at half, ladies and gentlemen. This second map looks like it might lead us to a third. ViCi look dangerous, and it's going to be the Chiefs that need to wake up. Will they be able to? Find out after this break.
Reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, oh, I know it's alright, it's alright. Heavens are the limit now. Let's fly just one more night, one more night. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out.
Well, the day continues. Welcome back to IEM Sydney. It's day 2, and day 2 is a bit dramatic. We've got three more teams going home. At the very least, 3 of them could be Australian. This being one of them. Chiefs, they won the first map just barely. That was their map choice. They squeezed it out. They snuck by 16-14 despite having an early lead. Now they are trailing quite heavily, 11-4.
Similar scenes in the Greyhound Heroic game. Greyhounds stole away the first map and now struggling the second. So turbulent times for the Australian teams here, but we'll see what Chiefs can do in the second. They absolutely need this pistol. They've got 2 smokes, a few flashbangs, and Palmer's control. You see that boost towards quad, though. That's going to be slightly dangerous. Advent up there. You don't see that too often on pistol rounds. Ideally, you need a rifle to spray and handle the chaos, but we'll see what he can do.
Let's rain through. Alman and Freeman starting off well. So Chiefs getting a pistol that is very, very needed. Or at least starting off a pistol in the right fashion. They might be getting him if they can get Offnu down inside of the pit, which they will. He gets 1 in return. But you've only got ViCi left against 4.
Not really much he can do with this one, I'm afraid. At this stage, if they are going to buy up in the next round, if he gets 2 kills, that's $600 extra. He will not be getting this bomb planted. So frags are the aim of the game. So he'll hold up. See if any mistakes are made here. Starting to hear some footsteps now. That was a chance to get one. Don't think he'll get anything at this stage now. They're going to go to knife him, in fact, and they're going to get it. Oh, send him to the moon as well. There we go. ViCi goes down. That's an extra $1,500 in the back pocket. So plenty of cash on the CT side. And as we said, that must-win pistol really doesn't work out. The boost towards quad, a 3-man stack essentially on that side. And they managed to get all the frags, leaving ViCi at a 4 versus 1 who couldn't get any kills. Now I'm speculating they'll force by the second round. Look how high he went with this. He flew right up. Try to get away from it. And we'll get into a 12-4 situation. They pretty much have to force the second round, I'm afraid. It's exactly what they've done. Gone for utility. CZs. Hoping for the best here. We want to see some sort of execution. Normally towards the apartments. Flash of the chimney. Smoke towards library. Maybe in front of the site as well. But Freeman's got the perfect weapon to deal with. It's the MP9.
MP9. Hopefully it's not the empty 9 for him. Nope, not gonna be. He's got all 3. You're right. It was. How dare I doubt you?
Exactly.
That's why you're the 2-time king of esports.
The 2-time. Well,
There was a mutiny. Okay, there was a
so
revolt.
I lost the throne at one point.
You did lose the throne. A couple of dragons or something, and then you killed them and took it back.
Bloody dragons are always ruining things.
Tell me about it.
Well, that was the force buy, and Chiefs are going to be 14-4 down. They have to take a full eco here. PD50 is being purchased. Desperate times. Remember, it's nuke for the 3rd. I don't think they'll be pulling this one back at this stage. Needed at least one of these rounds to go in their favor. The pistol or the force buy in the second. They got neither. And now Glocks, PD50, and looking down the barrel of 14-4 scoreline. Oh, that nade.
Yeah.
More like a tactical nuke.
That might be the next map, actually, a tactical nuke.
That's good. That works. Oh, look at this.
Advent.
Allman with the HG, the alley-oop, and the clean sweep. They've got money now, Chiefs, but 1 round is map points. Not looking too good on the T side here of Inferno. Might not even get a chance to see what they're made of. On the terrorist side, they bring out the AWP. Blitz has been purchasing it when he can. Hasn't had a massive amount of impact with it. Not really many players have, to be honest, on the Chiefs side of things. ViCi looked very good indeed. We started to see them wake up towards the end of Dust 2. They were a slow start. They looked very dangerous towards the end. It was a very close finish. The bonus situation here for the CTs now with the UMP, the FAMASs. If they win this, it is pretty much over. We'll see.
Advent. Watch for ViCi swing because they're blind. He's got him down. Advent's gone. Do you have Advent calendars in the UK? Do you open one?
I used to as a kid, like just for the chocolate ready. I used to do that thing. You just peel them all open. Eat all the chocolate the first night. Don't tell your mum. Just pretend you're opening it normally.
If we were going to do that, we would save them until the end and then open them all at once.
Oh, okay.
Which is harder to do. I get what you're saying. Like,
I was just, yeah.
But my mom and I we shared one this year. It was a nice little family thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the theme of the advent calendar?
Just chocolate again.
Just a generic chocolate, no like a...
Nah. Oh, wow. That flash. Almond came back in. They took back Banana almost. Didn't think that was going to happen that quickly, and he actually walked out and got flashed in. But hang on, because it's still a 2-on-2, and there's a battle at mid that pretty much secures the fact they can rotate freely through CT. Now, does it secure the round? Blitz has an AWP, and he's had time to get set up. He doesn't know only where Freeman is. He knows where Zoking was and expects probably that he's going to come through Banana as a result. Second flash came high in the sky from CT. Now he's got information. But he doesn't have to face that. Oh, he saw him, but he looked away. He's going to say, doesn't have to face it. He can go Ruins. Blitz has the first, and now sets for Banana. Again, knew exactly where Zoking would be. He knows in turn where he will be, so throws the Incendiary to force Blitz back to new box. Tougher angle to hit. Doesn't have quite as open. It's a 90-degree entry, which means he's got to flick further if he walks that direction. He's tapped the bomb, but it's already done. Blitz will go down. Like, yeah, he's gone. He might get far enough, but no, he's done. So loses the op, but the round is at least secure.
Well, there we have it. It will be Chiefs with a much-needed round. It was very back and forth. Didn't look like it was a clear winner. But then the bomb planted. Blitz find himself with a bit of space to play with them in the 2 versus 1. Nails the shot towards CT spawn. And this moment looked like Orman had done enough. So much action, so much damage. But they left the sniper up and he manages to win out the round. Keep the dream alive, at least for this round at least. We'll see what happens as we get into round 20 here. ViCi with the Molotov. Haven't broken the money just yet, so ViCi, I'm afraid they've got plenty of resources here. Fumbling the pallet boost up. Lucky to be alive. ViCi will fall back. Text up 6 and 18. Not a hype around this guy. Want to see a bit more out of him on Inferno. They're going for a pretty fast and basic approach here. Flashbang out of the apartment. Kazi will hit the first shot. Presumably the second, but not quite. It's up to Freeman now to close out this round and find map points. Great position to do so. Can't quite find enough damage, but maybe Joking can.
Well, he's aware of where Blitz is gone. It's nice to bait him out. Just play the angle, wait for the opportunity, but Blitz actually comes out ahead for that. Problem is for him, he doesn't have the bomb. It's still down in the corner. They'll see that, and they're going to play this together and go for trades. Almond doesn't even need help. He just hits the headshot straight up, and Nuke is 1 round, from ViCi's perspective, away.
No money on the Chiefs side either. I think we're pretty much there. $2,500 per player. No ecos now. Have to keep buying. And the Chiefs will be fine with this. It's not their map pick. You know, it's not like they were necessarily expecting to win this. This is how it goes. Sometimes you've got equal matchups like this. You take your pick, they take theirs, and then you have the equalizer at the end. And that sets it up for what should be a very good game to close things out. I hope so, at least. Text up. We'll do what he can, though. The CZ looks like a B rush is coming forward. They're making things uncomfortable, at least, but can they break through the flames?
Decent play to shut down Text and ViCi immediately as they lined up. Flashes came through. There was a chance they could have been caught off by that, but could hold. Elected to stay passive in Banana instead. 2 players on A are already at Modo, meaning they're getting closer to that rotation point because there's still some activity toward Banana, but the 3rd at B will rotate CT, just to be sure. Freeman's pretty much secured it, I think, by getting Blitz. 2 with pistols versus 5. 3 with pistols versus 5. Okay, if you can isolate a site, I'll give it a chance. 2 versus 5, not sure.
Yeah. Orman, great position. Looks like it's pretty much done. That smoke might confirm things are going to make it very problematic.
It makes it hard for them to get in, and okay, they're still going to get the cleanup, but it was almost annoying because he had a perfect gap that all of a sudden it was gone. It was like, well, damn. Either way, it is a 2-2, or excuse me, a 1-1 score now in maps.
It absolutely is. That was impressive, I have to say, from ViCi. They are looking sharp. You can see why they wanted to play Inferno, but as I mentioned, Chiefs will be okay with that. Splitting the difference on the map's not a huge deal, and we'll see if they can pull things back on Nuke. I hope it's an excellent game, Matthew. Are you excited for the 3rd and final?
I think I am. I don't know what to expect. Asian teams on Nuke, we sometimes see them struggle. You mentioned it, Chiefs last year had success against North, so we've got it all to play for. This series is open, but someone's going home. We'll find out after the break.